In the recent past, I've shown you recipes like Anda Lababdar, Anda Moglai, boiled egg omelette, boiled egg sandwich, and so much more. Well, today, taking that same leap forward, I thought I'll show you a recipe from the streets of Surat. And not just any recipe, a favorite street food of Surat. This one is Anda Ghotala. Hey guys, it's me, the Bombay Chef Varun Inamdar, and welcome to Get Curried. Let's begin. Well, Anda Ghotala, for the uninitiated, Ghotala is a mix match of sorts. In this case, I'm going to make a boiled egg bhurji. Again, very unique because this is a bhurji which uses a little bit of water. Again, making it very unique. The next is a fried egg, which is absolutely basic flavored salt and pepper. The third part, which is the main flavor component of this recipe, and that is garlic butter. And this is not any garlic, green garlic. Well, green garlic is a winter produce. If you're making this all through the year, again, this is an ingredient which you may not be able to lay your hands on, but in that case, you can use fresh garlic, chop it up finely, and make garlic butter. But for now, let's begin with this recipe. First things first, gas on high flame, a wok onto it, and regular oil. Well, this is a recipe that uses a little more of oil. Again, this is also a recipe that uses a combination of oil and butter. So let's begin with oil, and right towards the end, flavored butter, remember? Let's use butter and fresh garlic there. Once the oil heats up, the first thing that goes in are cumin seeds. Once these begin to crackle, I'm going to add in chopped red onions. And along with this, chopped green chilies. Now this is also one of those recipes, again, because it's a street food or a street delicacy, the use of onions is a little higher because that way the cost kind of gets balanced. But again, you can be your own judge. You can use less of onions, but I'm trying to follow the recipe that I've learned from the streets. Once the onions just kind of begin to sweat, I'll take them and just move it on the sides of the pan. Add in a little bit of oil and then add in the garlic paste. This is a recipe which has got a lot of flavor of garlic because that's where the whole essence and the beauty of this recipe comes in. Allow this to cook on high flame, and once the raw aroma kind of goes away, I'll mix in all the onions. Mix all of this together, stir it for a little while, and let's add in the chopped tomatoes. Once the tomatoes begin to cook, we'll add in salt as required. And mash this using a potato masher. Once this is done, I'll be adding in the dry spices, beginning with garam masala, followed by a touch of turmeric powder, and along with this, red chili powder. Again, remembering the fact that green chilies are also part of this recipe. You can make it as pungent or as non-spicy as you please. Let's mix this well. And once the raw aroma of the spices goes away, I'll be adding in boiled eggs. Now these are boiled eggs, 8 minutes boiled egg, and then you grate it. Of course, you have to peel it and then grate it. And along with this, I'm going to add in some water. Didn't I say? A little unusual. Let's mash this well, and let's move on to the next step. Once this mixture is cooked and ready, time to move on to the next step, and that is taking a fry pan. On high flame, we add in a little bit of oil, Now this is to make a very typical half fry egg or a sunny side up. Let's begin with an whole egg, followed by basic salt and pepper. A nice and fluffy sunny side up is done and ready. Let's move this aside. And in the same pan, we're going to make garlic butter. But this time, using fresh garlic. Let's add in a nice, generous dollop of butter. And to this, I'm going to add in fresh garlic. Let's add this in the melted butter or the hot butter. And that's why you get the most amazing green garlic butter. Isn't that wonderful? And like I said earlier, in case you cannot lay your hands on something like this, then all you can do is take some fresh garlic additionally. With this, our garlic butter is done and ready. Time to assemble the dish. Let's move in very quickly. The first thing that goes on the serving plate is the boiled Anda Bhurji. Just move it around a little, swirling it in the serving plate. I'm going to add in a little bit of this garlic butter. Top this up with a half fried egg. And finally, the remaining garlic butter. With this, our Anda Ghotala is done and ready. Try this just by itself or with some hot buttered pav. On that note, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to get curried. And for more such recipes, stay tuned.